Hello, this is Mr. Coursey, and we are going to talk about the next Photoshop assignment, which is remove color. So you will need to be in eLearn and go down to the Photoshop section and click on remove color. And there's three grades, three separate things you're going to need to do. And we're going to talk about the first one first. We're going to follow these directions. We're going to need to download these images. So we'll go right click on this and save image as, and we'll go to our documents, first 6 weeks, not our lesson 1 folder, just first 6 weeks. And it will be from above.jpg, save. Then we'll right click on this one, save image as. We're still in our first 6 weeks up here. It'll be in recent places as well. Loris Flowers, save. And then the third part of the assignment is one that you will provide a picture of yourself or take one in photo booth. We'll discuss that later. All right, getting started. The objective is you're going to demonstrate how to create color mask around a selection in a photo and remove all the color from the background. So basically, we're going to select an area that we want to have color and remove color from everything else to make it pop. It's a very popular effect used in photography frequently. So we are going to open up the first one from above in Adobe Photoshop. So let's just go ahead and open up Photoshop. File, open. We'll go to our documents, first 6 weeks. Well, not. The first one is from above. Click open. And you got some nice cars here. Now the first thing I probably recommend that you do is we're going to right click on this background layer and duplicate the layer. Just click OK. So that way we have the original in case we accidentally mess this one up. Now back to the directions. We're going to choose one item in the photo in the foreground that we want to highlight. And we may zoom in close with the navigator to be sure that we get it close. And we're going to use the Lasso Tool. And we're going to do it as precise as possible. So I'm going to get the Lasso Tool. Just a regular old lasso. L is the shortcut key for it. And I'm going to lasso around this red car. That seems like the one that might pop the most. Zoom in with the navigator. Yes, be sure to zoom in real close to be sure that you are able to get it good. So I'm going to trace around this car. Now I'm just going to mainly get the colored part because it's not going to matter if we take the color out of the black. Now I messed up a little bit, but we will fix that. And release. Now you notice it's not very clean, so I'm not too happy with that. There's several ways to fix that. Now if you hold down shift, you get the plus, and I can get more, or we can do what we learned in the previous assignment and use our quick edit mask. Press Q and get our paintbrush, and let me get a good brush here. Reduce the size and get a little bit of the red. Now you can't tell very good because the mask is red and the car is red. Now I can switch to black. See, I got too much over here. So switch here. Press Q, take a look at the selection, and that's a little bit better. Now the next thing is we don't want to turn the car black and white. We want everything else to turn black and white. So we have to select everything else by going to the top menu, choose Select, Inverse. Now if you see, we got the little selection around the edges now. So basically that means everything else except for this car is selected. Now for the final touch, we're going to go Image, Adjustment, Desaturate. If you remember from the sponge tool, to saturate enriches color, desaturate takes it away. There we go. So we have taken away the color. If you want to go select, deselect, you get rid of the selection tool, and now that car pops, the center of attention. And the final step to getting the perfect grade is to save it correctly. So we're going to go File, Save As, Format JPEG. We're in our first 6 weeks folder. If not, go to your recent places and find it, or your documents. And we are going to put the period we're in. Pretend I'm in first A, 1A, underscore, last name, put your last name, not mine, first initial, underscore, remove color 1, JPEG format, and save. Click OK, and you may close the file. Now, to double check, you might go in Finder, go to your documents, first 6 weeks, and here it is. The final step will be to turn this in the Dropbox so I can grade it. Make sure it's named correctly, and you will drag this file into the dim Dropbox and release your mouse, and that will turn it in. Just like that.